Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Uh, let's just get into this real quick. Give me a second to bring it up here. Yes? No? There we go. All right. So, where we left off, we were in the middle of the Immortal Flames mission. I had thought it was just going to be a quick select the group that you want to be with, go through the um, details of what it consists of, and then that would have been it. But no, apparently there is a full mission to do with this, and I guess we will hop into this and figure out what's going on. So we have to head to Horizon's Edge and determine the fate of the airship and its crew. Where is Horizon's Edge? Is that... Okay, so it's on the way to Horizon, but not actually there. Okay, so I guess we will head out via teleporter and walk there. Western Thonalon, I believe. Yeah. All right. So, airship has been downed. We have to see what the fate of the crew is, and see where that leads us. I assume that at least some of them will be safe. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get too much information unless, I guess, something was left at the site. I don't really remember what they were saying. Like, obviously, it's not supposed to be this way, so maybe... Oh, there is just an airship sitting there. Okay. I guess I don't recall that being there before, so... I mean, kind of makes sense, you know? Alright. What do we got going on over here? Well, we do have a crewman over here. And we've got people investigating the ship. They're all in soldier uniforms, so I'm guessing they are Garlean. So let's find out. Alright, we're jumping right into a mission, and we're probably going to have to fight them. I mean, we're going to have to fight something. That's the whole reason for the instance, right? Alright. Well, glad it wasn't me making the noise, I guess. Ah, an adventurer. What are you doing out here? Oh wait, let's find some cover first. Sure thing. Alright, so further away, what's the deal? The Immortal Flames sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. And I shake my head no. As I'm not a Garlean, or I don't know. I guess I don't have a voice, so just have to assume. Um, anyway, are you all right, sir? Our scouts reported the attack on your craft. We came to rescue you. Moriana, yes. Glad to have you with us. Well, people are recognizing me by sight now, I suppose, after the whole Ffxiv incident, I guess. Getting a closer look at what's going on over here. Alright, so they are Imperials, I guess. So, I've not seen a craft of this design before. The traitor Garland has been busy. The secrets of Magitech are ours by right. They are not to be squandered upon the savages of this land. Okay, so I guess airship technology isn't local technology. I guess maybe. Well, no, I mean. I mean, but by the fact that I was able to use an airship to travel between the three major cities, I would suggest that uh, the local population has had this technology for a while, and not just the past 5 years. But I don't know. Maybe Garlean airships are more technologically advanced. I don't know. I guess we'll find out as the story goes on. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. They mean to take the ship back to Castrum Meridianum? Meridianum? No. Yeah. Meridianum. Along with your friend. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Okay, so I faintly remember this. Like, first of all, every Final Fantasy, except maybe the first one. I don't remember how long it's been, but for many of the Final Fantasies, Biggs and Wedge are usually it's usually Biggs, Wedge, Sid, and maybe Jesse. That might have been a Final Fantasy VII one, though. Like, those 3 to 4 names are reused in Final Fantasies, representing several characters. Biggs and Wedge are usually together in some way. Of course, it is a Star Wars reference, if you didn't know. The tiny Bronco, of course. Well, I say of course, but the tiny Bronco, to my knowledge, is a reference to, I want to say Final Fantasy VII is like the biplane that they use there. But yeah, so Biggs and Wedge are usually reoccurring names, not specifically of a specific character, but Sid is usually an engineer of some sort, usually associated with airships. Like in Final Fantasy VII, he's the one who owns an airship, the High Wind. And I believe that there are other instances. I don't think it's always the High Wind that he has. But anyway, Um, I'm going off from the story at this point, so I apologize. I do tend to ramble sometimes. Um, but anyway, all right. So he's hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Nice looking ship, though not the best place to have taken shelter. I agree. It's the first airship we built since the calamity. The first since Master Garland. Well, since he went missing. Okay, so this is a recent ship. Um, it looks a lot like the ones that we took from the city, but maybe a different color. I don't know. But then again, I don't know if it is that important to have a unique shape to it. I mean, if an airship works, then an airship works. It's not like you're going to have 700 different designs for uh, one type of airship, you know? Yeah, there are blueprints for a reason. Maybe uh, this is just the way that the airships are designed. And so, just because it looks this way doesn't mean uh, the I was going somewhere with that. I lost it. I'm sorry. Again, going on a tangent. Let me just get back to the story and try not to think about it too much. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring. She really was. Till they blasted her out of the sky. Okay, so it was shot down, and this appears to be their first test flight. We attack on my command, kill them quickly, and save the Lalafell if possible. Okay. Is that clear, Yoko? I guess so. I suppose uh, Garland or the Imperials, I guess, are the invaders. So no quarter for the invaders. For anyone here, I guess. Show them what becomes of those who play with fire. Charge. And I guess they did shoot down the ship. We're under attack. To arms. I'm just here to assist. You know, for once, I'm not the center of what's going on. And there we are, in fact. No quarter for them. Oops. Is this what I'm supposed to be attacking? He seems to have a lot more health than the others. Oh, hello. This is a large mechanical thing has arrived. Or I suppose Magitech. Whoop. Doesn't like me. Where is it going? Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. And let me just take care of these extra folk. Is that it? Alright, we got it. Biggs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can bring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts, but we can defend this position until the engineers leave. You should go, Yoko. You still have unfinished business to attend to at the Hall of Flames. You're not quite one of us yet, though anyone who'd seen you in action today would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Immortal Flame lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. All right, then. Nope. Not joining a fate. All right, back to the hall, I guess, and I can just teleport back there real quick. Should be just up here. And here we are. Welcome back, Yoko. Word of your deeds in the field reached me not long ago. Exemplary service. Rest assured that the Garland Iron Works engineers are fine. They were able to get their vessel back in the air before Imperial reinforcements arrived. Your willingness to assist us in short notice is to be commended. Clearly, your reputation is well deserved. Now then, I believe we have some unfinished business. Shall we continue from where we left off and induct you into the Immortal Flames? What's this? Ah, right, the black dye that I'm getting. Alright, what is this? Flame seals. Alright then. Are you ready, Yoko? Then let us begin. Yoko Moriana, you stand poised to enter a sacred trust. The flames of Ul'dah burn bright, casting light where there is dark and purging evil wheresoever it lurks. We are ever ready to meet the nation's enemies in battle, be they beastmen, Garleans, or worse. And at a word from plain General Rauban Aldin, we would gladly lay down our lives to maintain the peace and prosperity of Ul'dah. To join our ranks, you must forsake all other nations. Only then may you commit yourself to the fire and be reborn as an immortal flame. But they did tell me I could switch, so maybe not the whole forsake all other nations part. Burn as one of us, Yoko Moriana, and together we shall chase the darkness from Ul'dah. It also sounds a lot like what was going on with the Ffxiv not too long ago. Without the, actual flames. Will you swear an oath to mark this occasion? Um, I do actually get to choose something. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna stay silent because, you know, I can switch at any time, and I may, in fact, for some reason. I think there was some reason to switch. I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna stay silent because I am a silent protagonist. I take it you would rather be judged by your deeds. I respect that. We want a woman of action, not words. Oh, there you go. Very well. You resolve this plain. Yoko Morihana, I hereby confer upon you the rank of Flame Private Third Class. Welcome to the Immortal Flames, Pirate? Private? May you fight to the last for coin and country. I think this is another reason why I chose the Immortal Flames, is their salute actually looks like a salute. Whereas the others, I think, were like each country has their own salute. And I think one of them looked a little funny, like they salute with their hand in front of their face or something like that. I can't remember. Can you hear me, Yoko? This is Benfilia. An officer of the Immortal Flames contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Moriana. I have no doubt that you are eager to make acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a Flame of Ul'dah, you are no less a scion. Please return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Any guesses at the twins? It seems your presence is required elsewhere. What, were you able to hear that? But before you leave, perhaps you could find a moment to speak with Commander Swift. He is not one to see new recruits go into the field unprepared. Certainly. Is that this guy over here in the corner? Now may accept the My Little Chocobo by speaking with Swift. About time. Quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. So it's a mandatory quest. Delivery missions. So, member of a grand company. You can check it there. They pay their members in seals, and there's a cap to it. And then you can spend it on unique items. And I can craft for them. They have a list of things that they need. I believe it's based off of your crafting level. So I should be careful and try not to level too much. Although I think the reward is also based on crafting level. So I believe you do get more at a higher level. Items sought change every day Earth time. It can be confirmed by selecting timers located under duty. Timers, there we are. Oh, and this has other things as well, I guess. So this is a list of things that they want, and I think the starred ones give you like a triple bonus or something like that. And again, it looks fairly, yeah, mithril ring. Fairly close to my crafting level. Then apparently there's this mission, which is mandatory. And possibly a second one as well. Maybe based off my level, I don't know. I should get myself a chocobo. I agree. Private Moriana, yes? Moment of your time, if you please. Wish to carry out your duties swiftly, do you not? Well then, perhaps you should get yourself a chocobo. Or chocobo. I believe it's chocobo, but I have heard it said as chocobo. So, I don't know. Either one's fine with me. If you're interested, the Immortal Flames will furnish you with one. It's not a complex process, but it does require some paperwork. First, speak with the quartermaster to obtain a flame chocobo issuance. You'll need to exchange company seals in order to do so. Once you receive your issuance, show it to Mimigun by the Gate of Nald. He'll be the one to furnish you with a bird. Okay, so I think it's the quartermaster then that I talked to. It's not weapons, it's not armor. Maybe not. Wait, I've got 0? I thought I was given 300 for the mission. Oh, it's not over yet. Okay. So, maybe I should finish this up first, and then, well, then if it's not there... No, it's gotta be. Not getting it as a reward, am I? No. Alright, let me just double check here. So, I am limited in what I can buy by my rank. So it's not a weapon, obviously. It's not armor. Ah, there we are. There's an issuance right there for 200. So, yeah, let's go complete this quest. So, last time, I was stating the fact that every time that you have to go see the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you know, they're all the way out over here, and the closest way to get to them is teleporting to Horizon and then running the rest of the way. Apparently, at some point, they have given you, and I don't know if this was originally there or not, but this time around, I have apparently not paid close enough attention to the items that I was given. Apparently, I get 12 teleport letters to take me straight to this place. So, probably the 5 times that I had been running out here last time, I could have just teleported here. I didn't know because I didn't see that that was a reward, and I didn't have a look at all my items. But, oh, by the way, I have cleaned up my items. I went and got a retainer or 2 and let them carry all the stuff that I have no current need for. Oh, we've got Just the main characters standing around. Okay. And this guy is back here again to let me through. Welcome back. She waits within. Welcome back. Seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. Oh, and everyone else is here too. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Yoko. Now, when last we spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Ah, okay. Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Oh, come on, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, I was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this, we needed the knowledge of experts, and so I requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Again, I almost said Walking Sands, but, you know, that's just how it's going to be every time. Maybe I should just call it the Walking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. And I count myself blessed to have been given the chance to stand with you and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. There we go. Honey and seals. I'm just going to go ahead and accept the quest while we are here. Need to investigate the Sylphs. Sylphs are in Gridania, I believe. Sure, I can do that.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you.
Of course.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
That's another word that I'm going to get wrong. It is the greens, the Gissal greens.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
Really? All right.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Of course. I mean, I don't think I ever say no to the request.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
All right, then. Off to Gridania we go. Well, no. Back to Ul'dah we go. Because I gotta finish this up first. So get myself an issuance and then get myself a chocobo. Not necessarily just for transportation. I do have one that I got from something. I think it was in my mail or something like that. Yes, get this, please. And then this one is over here. Right, I suppose it makes sense that the chocobo pin would be where I'm supposed to run to. But part of what's good about a chocobo is not just for transportation. I mean, it seems like I have to do this to unlock the ability to travel on a mount. But it does have other benefits as well. Want a bird issued, you say? I'll need to see your flame chocobo issuance. As soon as I know where it is. There we are. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your double steed a name. Alright. How do I do that? Just like this, I guess. Not really good with names. I had in fact forgotten that I had needed one. So let's see. Let's just go about. Let's go like that. Yes. Off it goes. Now, something I know is that you can dye the chocobos different colors. I don't know if that's an easy thing to do nowadays. I know back when it first happened, it was a bit of a big thing, and it required you to use gardens where you could grow plants and stuff. You had to grow different plants beside each other to cross-pollinate, and eventually you could get specific chocobo dye colors. And let me tell you, they were expensive, and probably still are if that is a thing anymore. But I hardly see anyone riding a chocobo nowadays. So, maybe not. But I will certainly give it a try at some point and see what colors I have available. Anyway, I dare say he likes the name. Here's your own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. Lastly, I present you with the Chocobo Rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Alright, so I can use Chocobo Whistle to summon the Chocobo. Unlike rentable Chocobos, there's no time limit. But cities and dungeons, they will not enter, partly because of the other ability that I had mentioned. Alright, so to summon the Chocobo, located Mount Guide. Alright, Chocobo armor can be equipped. I think it's only for visuals. I don't think it is actual armor. But Mount Guide, here we are. That's not it. How about Companion? So there we are. I need to find somebody who sells these. Also, as you can see, this is just a good way to bring it up. So, in addition to being able to ride a chocobo, you can summon one to help you in battle in the overland. So, they cannot go into cities, they cannot go into dungeons like the mines that we did earlier, the 3 dungeons from a previous session. They won't be able to go in there, and they can't come in cities. Everywhere else, though, they're pretty much available, and the thing about them is they can be complementary to whatever you are doing. So, as a melee DPS, I can, fill the role a little bit better by either taking a defender so that the chocobo takes the hits rather than me, so I can focus on damage, maybe get to the flanks or back attacks, or I believe what I usually ended up with is going with a healer to be able to just outlast the damage that I normally take when the enemies decide to focus on me. That being said, of course, you can kind of like dual purpose, I guess. I forget how it's done, but like you can set their stance. And I think some of these skills can be used by different things. So like mostly a healer to keep me healed up. Or maybe it's mostly a defender with some healing. I don't remember. I'll have to experiment, and they will gain experience and level these up as we go. Another option, of course, is to double up on the attack, try to get the damage output high enough so that you don't have to worry as much about taking damage. But I think the defender or healer were better choices back in the day. I don't know anymore. And I'll have to give that a try. But I think I also... Oh, I can rename the Chocobo. Excellent. But still, I need to find a place to buy Gissel Greens. However, in the meantime, we are heading to Gridania. So, here we go. Now, man, this collaboration is going to make me look at this game differently from now on. Not sure if I like the whole Fall Guys aesthetic inside Final Fantasy. Oh well. What can you do? Anyway, here we are. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to Adder's Nest? Just completing a quest. Nothing to worry about. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? No. Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. I meant tell me your quests. Tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. Little Bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your Little Bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs their own ways? This is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to list only one's own is the greatest mistake a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you scions come in. The sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-culture faux pas get in the way of productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly paveler with the sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. I hope this to be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. I don't know why I skipped her first sentence. I read it. I read it in my mind and didn't actually read it for some reason. Oh well. West Shore Pier. Yeah, that's up there. I can teleport up there. It's a little faster. I think I may have to have a look around the cities again, because it seems like there might be more things than there used to be. Other than, like, the two things that are going on currently, the All Hallows Eve and the Fall Guys thing. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lakes to the East Shroud. Once you are ashore, head due east and you should find Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. And off we go. I'll still talk to the Chocobo Keeps, just in case I ever have need to use them. You know, I think that's why they're here. Just for, if you choose to use them, not because you have to use them. Indeed, I'm Elaine of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they're a wary lot, particularly since the Empire's come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He has forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. That must be this person right next to you. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me tell you. They're, beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. In other words, he just doesn't want to tell me. The Sylphs? Yes, Father told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest you face sorry, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Guess they're outside. There we are. The quickest way to a queer woman's heart must be through her stomach. But don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Okay, so they are plants, basically. Sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers. That's what they are. One day they're drawing horrible faces on masks. The next time they're sending out young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. I mean, it does depend on who you are. Like, something like that would probably be no problem to a sylph, because they can fly. Or at least I think they can fly. And so, you know, they're probably playing tricks as they themselves would be able to handle. Anyway, oh, of course, hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. Just may help you win the favor of our forest friends. Alright. Oh, still here, huh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. During their trust, you do well to bring a lot. What was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. At the comb. Way over there, huh? I mean, okay. Let's see what this actually is. It's, the heavenly steed of unmatched swiftness. Looks like a construct of some sort. Oh, it also has wings. Alright. That's right. You can fly from place to place once you unlock certain things, but not until, like, after a Realm Reborn. It's some of the later game stuff, I think. Well, anyway, here we are. A peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past the front doorsteps, dear. No, their taste runs more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root that most fiendish. Root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Sounds to me like you know what's going to happen. Just telling me to go do this. Oh, it is right here. Okay. Gee, how did I know this was going to happen? What a surprise. Oh, hold on. I don't get a second one? Oh well. And we return. Here we are. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root. But of course, those sylphs quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Alright. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milk root, well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh. Not to mention, spare you from the god-awful stench. Right, apparently it doesn't smell good. The sylphs love this stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. Alright, well, sure. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a mortal that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it to regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Amaline here would have word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do Hold on. Sorry, something was tickling the back of my throat and I was having trouble there. Anyway, travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many occasions. Has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elder seed seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ffxiv has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Okay, so it looks like we are trying to... Hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Might still need to. It seems like we are trying to form, like, an alliance or a ceasefire or something like that with the Sylphs so that we can focus our efforts elsewhere. Oh, got some combat music going on there. All right then. Looks like this is our destination. Just a little bit of a camp off to the east. And here we are. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might... Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. Alright, well... There we go. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like... Sorry. Speaking... a lot of these, differently worded creatures will be difficult for me to read sometimes. This one would welcome Walking One whose moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. At least it's not a goblin, I think. I don't really like those. Oh, right, we've got Milkroot and the letter. Here you go. Walking One brings Milkroot. Milkroot fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Sorry again, had to sneeze. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania. We're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One become a dancing one and brought Milkroot. But Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks, but they do tricks all the time. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? The Sylphs of Little Celeste have always welcomed Gridania envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Yoko here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder CC herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Yoko's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you. But something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Maybe if you two danced? I don't really care which one of these things I get. Not sure what use they are. Alright, so say, Yoko, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow, there go those leg cramps of mine acting up again. Really? You of all people are gonna say that. I remember things further in the story, and you're gonna say, no, you're not gonna do that? I mean, granted, they'd probably, well, no, I think that if we're all envoys trying to be friends with the Sylphs, they should also have to dance as well. And, you know, perhaps that is the reason that we have this problem in the first place, is that they don't want to dance. Anyway, I can do this. Walking one would be a friend of these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of a weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. And again. Yes, I only know the one dance. Oh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. And then one way over here at the entrance. Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like Gracious Elder One of the Forest City. Knows how to dance in these one's own hearts. And back we go. No thanks to these two. Yoko, would you like to hear the good news? Or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all those of Little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Yeah. Yoko, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. As it has done so. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so, having been driven from their home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. I'm stumbling over this a little bit for no reason whatsoever. I did, however, see like a shadow flit by over to the left here of something large flying by. I don't know if that was just somebody flying through or just a creature flying over and casting a shadow. I don't know. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. Sound plan, would you say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with healer Emidia of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. Alright. Praise be to the elements. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Sure. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgoylins and gallgnats that roam through these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forests, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Komuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Alright, so I am supposed to go over here, find a couple things. Looks like this is one of them. So we'll make short work of it. And then harvest a couple of shrubbery. And then find out what the other thing is that we have to do. A gallgnat. Can I not jump up here? Maybe it's under here. There we are. And I guess this leads me to my second encounter. Which is over here. Oh, hello. I think I will stay well away from that. Interesting. Well, it's level 50, so I am not going to touch it. Because while I am ahead in levels for the quests that I'm doing, I am not 50 yet. Although it probably won't take long for me to get there. And again, maybe it will. I don't know. Well, no. No, it probably won't. Not with the double experience. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Oh, here. Have some of these. Dancing one brings brownie brushes for this one. Oh, they were mushrooms, not... I read it as bushes, not brushes. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing one kills bitey buzzy one. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind, too kind. Except for two buzzy ones, apparently. Many walking ones come to these ones' abode, but few are friendly like dancing one. Perhaps this one was wrong, and not to trust dancing one after all. This is bringing me right back to the Waking Sands thing. I don't know. Anyway. On we go. I will stumble over the words as I stumble. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. This one, these ones have many troubles since Walking Ones last came to our boat. I never left, but okay. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like our other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing Ones. This one would ask Dancing Ones for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel come to the homes of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones, and Walking Ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking Ones in the hut house and find out more. This is very confusing. This one has bad feeling. This one fear... I understand what is being said, but just the way that they speak makes it just that little bit more difficult to parse what is being said. This one fears steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of dancing. Alright, do what now? Investigate the presence. Got it. Shush, this way. Hold on. Again, sorry about that. Not sure what's going on tonight. I am just full of sneezes. Shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Alright. Back this way, I guess. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Then we're going all the way back this way for the other two. Why are we heading all the way back over here? I thought we would have been heading east by now into that other area up there. But I guess not. Also, is there a way up here? This is where a flying mount would be handy. Nope, can't quite jump up that. across we go. Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they were plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Nothing good for us. For them, it would be good. Oh, before I forget, can I purchase? No, it's not an item. Is it a tool? No, these are just actual tools. Okay. Alright, never mind. Maybe I have to find somebody else. Still looking for Gisal Greens. Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. And quickly run back. It's not that much faster, but it is faster. Especially since I didn't have to walk around the entire perimeter. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? Stuff, things, you know. This one sees steel walking ones come from Empire. Carry boxes and go walking deep through woods, through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes marks right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing Ones will go looking for steel ones, yes? Oh. We are, in fact, just heading back this way. For some reason, I kept thinking we were talking about the area to the east then. I suppose, though, that this is where we are currently located, so everything... That makes more sense why I now travel between the two places to ask about things. Also, am I going to have to fight this gnat here? Is that what's going on? No, it's just sitting here. Okay. When out of nowhere... There we go. Hi. Is there somebody here? All right. Oh, whatever. I have names turned off, so it's hard to see some of them sometimes. Dancing One is back. This one breathed a sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something. And the reason why I have names turned off is because sometimes people don't name their characters very well. And so I choose to avoid any problems by not having their names show. I mean, for the most part, that's taken care of by the rules of naming conventions, and you can report them if they have names that are offensive and whatnot. I just choose not to have to worry about it. At least not for streaming. If I were just playing on my own, I certainly would. Dancing One found paper inside of box. This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mention all come from home of these ones. How to steal Walking Ones, know to find. What is going on? How do steal Walking Ones know to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping ones selling secrets to steal Walking Ones? This one fears for this one's home. But Dancing One is... I'm still stumbling over the sentences. But Dancing Ones have helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to this one. Helpful One arrives at a good time. This one needs Helpful One's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful One must find Claxio. Sure. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement, hurrying before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. And west we go again. Why are we not going east? I see. Because east is like level 40, and we are currently supposed to be around 20. Or 22, as the case may be. Okay, this one didn't go far. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything. No better than those ones that summoned a Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought that This one thought this is a likely place to build a home. But then Meddling One arrives, forcing this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Alright. So rather than go after that one, we are, I'm guessing, just returning to report what happened. What? Claxio refuses to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? Okay, something's going on over here. So, okay. Sorry to address this now, but just because weird things are going on, this is an MMO, and because it's an MMO, I do know that there are, like, gold sellers and stuff around. It's always the case in MMOs. As long as there's somebody that wants to get money, not for free, but quickly. As long as there are people that want to get money quickly, there are people that are going to sell in-game money for real money. And in order to do things like that, you know, there is a constant changing of how things work. So, like, a scheme is thought up and they go through that until they're caught, and then they get banned, and then, you know, they try to do it again, only a little bit differently, that sort of thing. In the past, usually what I've seen happen is characters will use clipping to get underneath the ground and get to places where you're not supposed to be able to. I don't know why. I guess they think it's easier to be hidden. If I had the names on, I'm sure I'd probably see some names popping up out of the ground over here or something. I don't know. For the moment, again, I'm not going to do anything. As long as I don't start getting whispers or something, which I've probably turned off in the settings. I don't know. As long as it doesn't bother, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Again, if I'm playing this game on my own, I would bother. But I would also read up on, like, the rules of reporting to make sure that I'm not reporting falsely. But really, it does get annoying sometimes. But anyway, I'll try not to be distracted by it. Moving on with the story. But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful one must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful one to Claxio. But hurry. Hurry before touch ones take Claxio away. Alright, we going up here this time. Okay. Should be good enough. As long as we aren't within, like, what is it, 6 levels of a fate, then we shouldn't have to worry about getting drawn into it or getting attacked by it or anything like that. Which is another good reason to be of a different level. Oh, also there's the thread that was being talked about. Not that I have to worry with the waypoint being marked up ahead. But, you know, it's helpful. And of course, there's always the whole thing of, should waymarkers or waypoints be in games, or should you not have them? I don't know. I am not necessarily for... Oh. Yeah, this place certainly has stuff going on. I just saw a character teleport away right there. But anyway, let's do this. Meddling One's back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Camuxio that this one will never go back. Never. Off it goes. Oh, we have purple sylphs. Touched ones. Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, Yoko. These sylphs have been tempered. Brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ffxiv. These sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Well, alright. Maybe I should focus on the one casting all the magic. Or is that our side casting the magic? I don't know. Alright, I took care of the sylphs. Now there is only... Oh, alright. It's running away. Never mind. This one is safe. This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Camuxio? And meddling one as well? Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Camuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Camuxio and friendly ones. And off they go. Well, that should see to that. Let's say we return to Little Solace as well. I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. I don't think that there is a bathhouse there, but, you know. We shall return anyway. And continue on. Running into all sorts of things. Yeah, this area seems a little overrun with not necessarily good things going on. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful one saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But Helpful one is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. Helpful one will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful one to see Elder one. But Elder one is something. Gone. Turned. Mount speed in areas have become faster. Interesting. I didn't know that there was a speed limitation. That's probably level based. I mean, I suppose it could be mission based, but who knows? This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? This one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday, but has not come back. So they are somewhere. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One would help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is home of a walking one named Beskarian. Beskarian may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Beskarian, but walking one does not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Beskarian for this one? And this one comes from Gridania, yes? Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Alright, so to Gridania. And it looks like this way. Ah, this one is who we're talking to again, apparently. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare you your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elder has gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Temperate Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest eye serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you call upon Kiamolka at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort. Alright, well, guess we will quickly go this way then. There they are. Message from Commander Huloi. Huloi? I don't know how to pronounce these names. I apologize. The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Alright. My job here is done. I apparently still have to teleport back here. Oh. Just having a little connection issue there. This is a bit weird. Just want to make sure everything is still going, and it looks like it. Alright. Maybe it was just a little bit... There goes a flying chocobo. Good to know that the chocobos can fly. outside, I guess? Yeah, there we are. Well met, adventurer. They are the finest grog and grub of this side of... Huh? Not here to fill your belly, then? Ah, hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it's the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble across the Sylph Elder yourself. Funny, mention that, changing their color is the only way you can tell them apart. Because apparently that's the only way we can tell them apart. What are we getting? A chicken egg. No word on the Sylph Elder yet. Well, probably because I just talked to you. But I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Boscarian in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. Also, there is a armored chocobo in the guise of a behemoth. Interesting. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish. But as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. Supplier and vendor, that's not what I'm looking for. Still looking for a place to buy, the greens. What are you staring at? Wanna keep them eyes in your face? And the sploosh. That's cold. What do you mean, no fight? This dusk white scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. Gets to keep his skin, for now. And apparently just not gonna talk to this guy out here. Nope, we're just walking right back in here. Got it. Nicely done, Yoko. I not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the person who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskwhite Elizon. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly bot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? Why do I get an egg? Whatever. Yeah, there's somebody underneath the floorboards here. Alright, I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. Didn't you just ask me a favor? There's a QQ thingy, friend of mine, you see, name of Tetaru, a good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc. So I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here in my druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, and not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lenoska. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his. The Scarlet Earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have just forgotten it when he left. So I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up. But might be a friend of mine can. Rogadin? Fellow? Again, I apologize about these names. I'm not getting them right. Bane Scene? You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsalaminsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there. Alright. First of all, ow. I thought it was said, like, why am I being sent hither and yon when basically when I got the ability to travel, it was like, you know, only a few have the capability of traveling the land. Most stay in one place, or, you know, nearby the places that they are from. And here we've got a guy saying, oh yeah, just, you know, I know you're looking for an elder and whatnot, but since you're waiting, why don't you just, you know, just go to Limsalaminsa. You know, it's not that far, is it? Anyway. Let's just look at the map here. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm getting paid for this quest. Looks like I might have to turn off the names of pets as well. Like, again, not that many have bad names. I just want to make sure that it's not something that does happen. But while I'm here, I am in a trade center, so maybe I'll have a look around for Gisal greens. Found your way to Hawker's Alley, friend? Kakirn, what worked at the Druthers? Aye, you speak of Tetaru. Related to that Kyoko rune bloke just over there by some... two of them... Sorry, I am stumbling over these words again. Two of them put in together and were making good coin. But old Tetaru just up and left at Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say as why or where. Better off asking this person himself. He can be tight of lip though, so I warn you. Best to take this chicken egg with you. And he loves the things. Okay, well now I know why I got a chicken egg. Good to hear about old Busk, though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send an adventurer along. Too shy to come his own self. I miss drinking to that fool. Okay, so I don't know if the chicken egg was a reward before. Like, it seems... again, when I did this back when in the first, not 1.0, but back in the first year or two of Realm Reborn, I don't believe you actually got a chicken egg. So you had to find one or buy one or something. And this just kind of seems a little bit better. That, you know, they don't want you to trip up on the story quests and whatnot. But while I'm, excuse me, while I'm here, let me see if I can find some Geisel greens, or Gissel greens, or Geishel greens, or whatever they're called. There are more traders around too. Battlecraft, I don't think that would be it. Oh, and this guy's right here. Never mind. Customer be welcome. Not customer? Not come with custom? Busy with business. Too busy for blather. Oh, too busy for a chicken egg? Chicken egg. I love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Good. Looking for a Tetaroon? Tetaroon, no here, no more. Tetaroon, leave Limsa. You go look for Sparklies. Now working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. I bet I know where it is. Weinberg, no Tetaroon. Weinberg, no Trading Post. Weinberg at Ferry Docks. You go to Ferry Docks. I forget things. Weinberg, remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not me. Alright, I will in just a moment. First, I want to have a quick look to see if I can find some greens. Culinarian? Probably not. That seems... Other battlecrafts. You know, I might as well look just to be sure. Yeah, I don't think so. About an apothecary. Nope, those are just potions. Makes sense. Jeweler probably won't have it. About a tradecraft. No, this just looks for crafting supplies. Oh well. I will find some eventually. You'd think they'd give you some. They seem to be handing out all sorts of other miscellaneous stuff. But no Gissel greens. Where am I headed anyway? Down here, huh? These are not the docks I thought I was heading to. Otherwise, I would have just used this teleporter. Tetaroon, I seen him. As to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north, by way of ferry to Elport. Might as well head there and see what he can suss out. Skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start by asking Aldfoot. He's an old hand what knows a great deal about a great many things. Sure. I'll go to Elport for 40. It's almost as if I've been through this place before. Tetaroon? I saw him. As to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place run by his fellows. Reckoning meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake. Emerald's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it. I'm sure I will. Oops. Didn't quite wait for that to be summoned. Off we go. At apparently a slightly faster pace. Yeah. I just wanted to double check that this was where I was supposed to be going because it'd suck for me to get there and find out that no, it was in fact not where I was intending to go. I gotta say though, like, this is really weird that I have to go, like, okay, game-wise, sure, this is trying to get me to go to different places, showing me where I can go and things like that. But as far as the story goes, I don't think I should be here. Customer, be welcome. Not customer. Here we go again. Bring something for Teterin. Yeah, here you go. Teterin forgot this. Forget this. Forget at Trethers. Alright. I kind of want to stop repeating the same words over and over. So I'm going to switch to normal talking at this point. So I forgot this. Forgot at Druthers. I swore I would never forget earring, but never forgot. I think. Good Buscaroon doing good? He misses him. Alright. Sure. Buscaroon helped Teteroon. Be dead without good Buscaroon. Must give thanks. Many thanks. I make fire water for Buscaroon. He loves fire water. You help make fire water? Need stuff to make it. Need many, many things. Coral pup whiskers. Need 3 good whiskers. Sure. Was swimming a thing? I don't know. Huh. I mean, maybe. That's one of those things I don't normally do. Like, there's not much reason to be over there when I can be over here, running, instead of swimming. But maybe swimming was a thing. I don't know. Something's going on over here. Not a great time. But at least we'll have some good music while this is going. No. I need pups. Not the big things. Alright, well, I don't know if I can do this. Let me just get rid of these things. Ah, there we go. All right. Well, now to wait for one more of these things to respawn again. Seems like someone is around here killing them off. You know, if it was just a normal creature, that'd be fine. But now it's starting to upset me that it's a... Okay, there's somebody there. I don't think that's who's doing it. But I just gotta wait here for the pups to respawn. This time try to get them before they get taken away. And you know, it could also be that somebody was here killing them. But I certainly didn't see anyone. Unfortunate, it seems like that these might be on a little bit of a long respawn timer. Yeah, there is somebody underneath the terrain that's doing all of this. They do that to avoid the ability to be reported. Okay, these guys have a little symbol over their head, so I'm gonna take care of them while I'm here. Because it looks like I need these for something. 3 of them, in fact. Formed by Immortal Flames hunting log. Okay, so there is another hunting log that I need to keep in mind, which is fine. Oh, I need to defeat multiple versions. Well, alright, never mind. I thought I just needed to defeat 3. It appears I need to defeat 3 of 3 different kinds. Or 2 different kinds. So I will be back later and do that on my own time. thought it'd be just a quick, take care of a few things, move on. But no, there's not enough to take care of the entire quest. So, moving on. I make fire water for Buscaroon. Bring what I need. Here you go. Brought everything. Teteroon will make the fire water now. Make good fire water for Buscaroon. Yep. Alright. Yep. You made it. Yep. Yep. Go give him thanks. All thanks to Buscaroon. Alright. And back we go. If it wasn't for the fact that they keep repeating, I wouldn't have as much of a problem. But the fact that it keeps repeating his name and like saying everything twice, I don't know. Not everything needs to have a gimmick. Sometimes it's okay if, you know, there is a like each race doesn't need to have a specific speech pattern, I guess. I don't know, just my own thoughts, and partly because of the whole well, streaming and having to read it out, I guess. If it wasn't that, then I guess I wouldn't care as much. I've returned. Thank you for seeing. There are 3 people under here doing things. Thank you for seeing Teteroon's belongings to him. What's this? For me? Firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old... Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and a body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. What say you come back then, friend? We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. I mean, be interesting if in a year that was actually available, but I doubt it. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were... You don't say. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this is a place near here. Near to here. A place we've never known a Sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like the missing Sylph's elder among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. It didn't mark it too well, it seems like it's all over the place. Must be on top of the rock. Yep. Right, try again. Wait. Are you gonna be fighting? No. I think fighting has the purple circle. So if it's just sparkles, I believe it's just do here. Do a thing here. And move on. Then again. I could be wrong. Although I could probably also have just run off, even though he showed up there. Don't want to leave, like, random monsters roaming the area because, well, I could run into other people that aren't necessarily the same level as I am. So I take care of them when I see them. Also, I do realize that it is a storm here. And I remember in the past, like, somewhere in the Shroud is where Odin appears. And Odin is a group, or a creature that requires a big group. You get some rewards if you defeat him, but it is fairly difficult. Definitely requires a party of people, like not just a party, but like dozens of people, I think. Oh, hold on. Got some people to take care of. There you are. Like, I'm not sure if there is a specific number of people required, but it is definitely a rare thing to happen, and so usually you get like dozens upon dozens of people, or hundreds if however many an area can fit, basically up to that much. That many people can appear or to show up, look for Odin, and it is within a time limit. Like, just because it is thunder and lightning right now doesn't mean that Odin is here. But it certainly signals that Odin will be showing up eventually. So was there aught to be found in the woods? What did you come to? Garleans in this part of Tullswood? First Sylphs and now Garleans, and all in the same place. Cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs, tracking them, or giving chase mayhap? But no, not this far into the forest. The Whalers' spires are... Spires? I guess. The Whalers' spires are everywhere. I think that's supposed to say spies, but whatever. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How could they? Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand. Okay, so they are actually spires. Okay. And when knew where the spires stand and when the Whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor. Really? You're jumping to that right away? I mean, sure, to progress the story, I guess, but... Anyway, let's hear what he has to say. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. You just said it, so yes, I do know. Someone was aiding the Garleans. Well, I think I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Yoko, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it. And him, if it comes to that. Alright. It doesn't look like we're going far. That's like stepping right outside the walls. Where are we supposed to be going? Right over here. Hey, buddy. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Alright, so I guess we're just going to follow him. Hello again. Not long now. To think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights, if only the whalers paid men their worth. Really shouldn't talk to yourself out loud like that. You know, I do it because I know people are sometimes listening. You were doing it hoping that there weren't. I don't know. How long have you help? Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I am under attack. You are not under attack. Anyone else? Just the one, huh? Hey. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Uh-huh. Off we go again. And somewhere, hopefully not up there, somewhere around here. There we are. Ooh, we going into an instance? We are. We are up to level 27 at this point, so we are pushing on ahead. Much faster than I thought we would, which is good. Means we're evening out our level. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough. Enough, I say. It's over then. I suppose I told him why I'm chasing him. I sold maps to, sorry. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty. But in the end, it's those with monies who do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. Because I'm guessing someone is walking up from behind. Is laughing about it. Though you do not yet realize how much. Idiot, how did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Garlands, I brought... Alright. Permit me a question, if you will. Oh, first of all, I certainly don't remember that sort of language in this game, but, you know, I guess occasionally it happens. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? Yes, I do believe so. Yes is the answer. You would need a veritable mountain of guild to fund such an endeavor. In fact, I do believe that all these adventurers do so on either a daily or a weekly basis. You know? Or maybe not so much anymore, as they are far beyond it. But still, such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as will Gridania. Alright? So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did ya? Hi. You there, Ikote. You stand here at, old Busk's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Alright, here we go. I really should remember which of my moves do what, but oh well. Like, I know one of these does an AoE, but I forget which one. And I think I'm just going to focus on him. It doesn't seem like they're having too much trouble with the other ones. So this should probably be okay. Oh, and the fight doesn't just end, which is good. Although now it seems like I'm chasing everyone down. There we are. And there we go. Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest, and with bandits and poachers at your side? They are your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? Ah, but I know the answer all too well. Buscaron, sorry. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. What have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. Will you, though? You seem... I don't know. There's something I would like to tell Buscaron. Tell him, Laurentius the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. You say you're doing that, and maybe as far as the story goes, you are. But just with the way that he was acting, I don't feel that that is what he's doing. But that's fine. You know, it's not like I have to worry. If I had to bring him there would mean traveling there and having to worry about all the little things that just slow down a story. You know, just assume that he has done what he says. And if not, well, I'll encounter him again later. Because that's how this thing works. I, Laurentius, confessed to his crimes. Just had word from the Twin Adder. Wow, word travels fast. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania's too big of a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow he'd failed to grasp the one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Huh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope then at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd afford a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Yoko. The Sylph Elder has been found. Great. Here we go. About time you two showed up. It's taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information considering the whereabouts of your missing green friend. His name is Ffxiv, and he is the eldest among the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, it's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy, green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's important we find him. Your analogies are a bit of a stretch, but okay. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Totorak, here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Ffxiv was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones? Oh, sorry. This apparently is a sprite coming in. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Yeah. You look different. Oh, whoa, hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow. Elder One went into Totorak, but has not returned. This one is very worried. And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One has no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Ffxiv is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. Like you'd say no otherwise. I will tend to rewards. Nita, make haste to Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Meanwhile, I will go to Totorak, apparently. Yep. Yoko, go to the Thousand Maws of Totorak and see that Ffxiv comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. Rightio then. Alright, and that is up to the north and a little bit to the east. Let's just go ahead and go across the bridge here. I guess I don't need to. I can just jump down and wade through the water. And I have done so in some places occasionally. Oh, and it is just this structure just sitting here. I know it's supposed to be like a bit of a distance, but it seems fairly interesting that it's, you know, right here. By the order of the Elder Seer, dungeon known as 1,000 Maws of Totorak, been placed under the control of... What? Sylph Elder is inside? And you're sure of this? How did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure-blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. Got it. And this is a dungeon. Well, unfortunately, I only have like 15 minutes before I would normally be done. And I'm sure this would take more than 15 minutes. So I think I am going to call it here for the night. A little earlier than I'd like to, but there's not much else for me to do to soak up another 10 to 15 minutes. So I guess I'm calling it here for the night. And we'll continue with this next Tuesday, I think. I think I'm streaming this on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the moment. So, yeah, we'll pick up next week. We'll go into a dungeon, and we'll see what's in store. But, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. And I shall, excuse me, I shall talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.